So if you're watching this video, you are either starting out or considering starting on your Nusion journey. A few pieces of advice for you. First, a little background on myself. I'm going back to school after a fairly lengthy time off, going into teaching as a second career. So I took Nusion, the class, in the summer of 2019. Yeah, got to remember what year it is. As an elective towards my master's. I am not particularly technologically savvy. Actually, I've many times claimed myself to be quite the opposite. So I took this class, one, because it was available and it fit the criteria I needed, but two, because I thought that being a totally foreign subject matter might challenge me. Professor Lott is awesome to work with. The course material is a great high-level overview that gives me confidence to address potential ideas that I wouldn't have ever engaged with. Specifically the idea of digital citizenship and what is that and how do I participate. And it also gave me the push I needed to get out and learn some different technologies. I approached every lesson with the question of how do I use this in a high school social studies setting. And in every lesson was able to find some applicable thread. It wasn't all techie, it wasn't all too much. And not only that, but was able to get out and play with some technologies that I know I wouldn't have pushed myself to discover otherwise, and instead ended up enjoying and can see how I'll be using them in my future classroom. So highly recommend. Go into every collection with an open mind and just kind of take out of it the personal note of, what can I carry back to my own career, rather that's as a teacher, as an administrator, as a totally other field that was just looking for an out-of-course elective. There's something valuable as far as how to use, one, how to be a technological or digital citizen, but also, how can I better use technology? How can I better use teaching methods to better educate myself and better educate my students or my peers or my coworkers in the future. So highly recommend, and I hope you really enjoy the class. The class is broke down over 4 collections and a final project. Each collection kind of gets a little bit more in depth, a little bit more into the parts to understand, but because it's scaffolded that way, you're able to go from basically having no knowledge of the topic to feeling like you're a armchair expert. So it's a great class, highly recommend, and thanks for watching.